morning, friends and neighbors and all you folks that watch this channel, because you ain't got nothing better to do. Your friendly neighborhood old soldier coming at you today from Robs County, North Carolina, where it's cold. It's chilly today. So fall's upon us here. I think we're going to get some warmer weather this week, but not too terribly warm. I've been here some months where we get up in the high 80s in October. It's never fun having that kind of temperature in October. Anyway, anyhow, it's for you, Brother Kyle. Hope you're doing well, sir. But, on my way to work, call it, with the intent to impart knowledge to young minds. And we shall see how successful I'll be at that. Trash all over the road and out in front of the driveway again. Why? Because of lazy ass son of bitches. Not safe for work, not safe for kids. You've been forewarned. But so there's a couple channels out there that have been talking about this. I mentioned something on Monday, or I asked. Several of y'all confirmed, and then I did look it up and finally see it in the news about the ammunition explosion in Nebraska. Ammunition plant exploding in Nebraska. But the other part that I also heard about was the Lake City ammunition plant is not going to be running overages in 5.56 and 2.23. I don't know what other ammunitions they run in overages they put on the civilian market. But apparently this is going to cause an ammunition shortage, what others are saying. And if this is true, folks, realize that this is not some happenstance issue. This is being done by design. The other part, a friend of mine called me yesterday to let me know he bought a new handgun. Cool. But he said what he noticed at his gun store was that there had been an overall increase in price of handguns. And then on top of that, he started looking online and was noticing an increase in price on handguns. Now, I don't know what all websites he went to and what other companies he looked at and those pricings. That's why I'm bringing this up now to ask you, my viewers, to tell me what's going on in your area. Are gun prices going up? Is ammunition prices going up due to a potential shortage? Let's jump back a few years to the Obozo administration when nobody could find 22 long rifle. It was next to impossible. And why? It's a good question. Let's jump back to the Chinese bioweapon going full on. Yes, that's what it was. If you don't believe COVID's a bioweapon from China, I don't know what to tell you. On YouTube, if you don't like it, my friend Alan B. Pro says eat a bag of dicks. Really, no, y'all need that. Y'all just need to get a bag of assholes, because that's what y'all are. But anyway, preferably after I take a dump. But anyway, we had an ammunition shortage. For those that reload, you know, there's all kinds of shortages of materials, and I think the biggest thing being primers. And I don't know, I don't reload. I need to get into it, but I haven't. But long story short, primers finally made a return, but they're still fairly highly priced from what I'm being told. Now, for my reloaders that are watching this, let me know what y'all are experiencing or finding in the way of primer prices. See, they can do all these things, you know, the deep state, the dark government, whatever you want to call it, so that the surface level entities can come out and honestly say, we're not trying to restrict your Second Amendment right. Now, you're just making it next to impossible to afford. So if they can't just outright ban guns, well, we'll just make it cost prohibitive for the average ordinary citizen to obtain firearms. See, they're still hell-bent on banning AR platformed rifles. You know, every time there's a mass shooting, that's the first thing they want to say was, you know, that an AR-15 was involved, when then, you know, of course, the communist news networks have to come back and backpedal when they find out it was a shotgun or a handgun or some other firearm other than an AR-15 platform. In some cases, they'll still lie about what was used. Like Sandy Hook shooting, I'm sorry, there's too much evidence to indicate, one, that there was a second shooter, and two, that there was more than one firearm used. Yeah, I know that's digging up a deep sore for a lot of people, and I get it. Do I think people were killed up there? Yes. Do I think it was happenstance that this young person did it without being nudged or prodded? No, I think somebody put things in place for him to do what he did, to push an agenda. And so when we see these things happen, then all of a sudden we see a spike in prices go up. Why? Because then the demand goes up. Demand goes up, price goes up. Because then you get a rush to the gun store for people buying these things, fearing they're going to get banned. And then the only thing you can sell are firearms that are grandfathered in. I think the first time they issued one was in the 90s, I think. Man, as soon as it lifted, there were ARs all over the market. New. Long story short, folks, our government is hell-bent to strip us of our Second Amendment rights. And they're not going to stop until they get that done. All this other stuff is just one big sideshow, really. Like the president going to Israel to visit. That's a sideshow. Joe Biden don't give a shit about Israel. He don't like Netanyahu. I'm sure his puppet master shoved that stick up his rump a little more. Said, you know what, enough's enough. You know, you're going to go over there and you're going to make a show. You're going to say some words and you're going to come home. That way we can get the attention off of us right now and do some other things that we don't want the American people to know. Yep, send a second carrier battle group over there. Let's waste some more American taxpayer dollars, resources. I could be full of crap right now, folks. But, you know, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smells like a duck. Chances are it's a freaking goose in sheep's clothing. Y'all make that make sense. But we got no business sending carrier battle groups there to tell other countries not to get involved. Let them get involved. So Israel whoop our ass. Israel done it before. They can do it again. They might lose a little ground initially, but they'll get it back. personally, they ought to go right into Gaza, completely occupy it, tell the Palestinians that want to stay, you'll take Israeli citizenship or you get the you-know-what out. And for anybody that's alleged to be Hamas, you're going to the executioner's chair, pal. And then if any of the other Arab nations don't like that and want to bow up, then that's when we step in and say, look, any one of y'all lay a finger on this country, we're going to blow y'all back to the Stone Age. With some in Middle Eastern countries, it wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take much to make Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Jordan, or parts of Syria a glass parking lot. That's harsh, old thunder. You're damn Skippy, it's harsh. Leave them people alone. Just like Ukraine, you got no business over there. It's a European problem. Let them freaking fix it. Oh, Tony, that's rough. Yeah, it is. I feel for the people of Ukraine, the people, but their government, no. No, I'm not a fan of Russia either. Don't go saying that either. Russia needs to be put in check. Don't know anything about Putin, know this. Dude was KGB. He would love to go back to the days of the Cold War and of the Soviet Union, where the state controlled everything. The difference being, he's taking note of how China economically prospered with a capitalist economy, with a communist government. So he'd want to keep that going. But again, he wants to be in control of everything. That's what communists do. When you think about it, they've darn sure almost taken over Canada with a small fraction of the political body. Old Trudeau, you know, Castro's bastard son, up there issuing proclamations and edicts and orders, you know. Today I'm proud to announce no one in Canada will ever be able to buy a handgun again. We don't need handguns in Canada. Okay, dumbass. But he's pushing a communist global agenda. You know, people say, well, that's not true. He wasn't influenced by no communist. Oh, bullcrap. That's like saying Barack Obama wasn't influenced by Islam. We know that to be a falsehood. Barry Soto, Barack Hussein Obama, and his husband Michael. Yeah, I said it, folks. Get a rat's rear end what people think. You don't have to believe it if you don't want to. I don't give a rat's rear end. That's your choice. Show me pictures of Michael pregnant. I'm a firm believer. Them two girls are the daughters of two of their top contributors, the husband and wife group. Yeah, I'm all over the page this morning, folks. We're going to call today Wandering Wednesday. I think that's what we're going to title today's page. Wandering, or skit, whatever you want to call this. Wandering Wednesday. But yeah. Oh. I'm going to get off here, folks. Y'all stay safe, stay vigilant, keep your eyes open, ears to the ground. If you ain't stocked up yet, you need to do so while there's still a little bit of time left. All that stuff packed away before the other shoe drops. Until then, my friends, the neighborhood old soldier out.